Wreck-It Ralph is a 2012 American 3D computer animated comedy film produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios and released by Walt Disney Pictures. What's good? It's a boy dude reviews, and today we're going to review the 50-second Disney animated feature film in the Disney Canon, directed by Rich Moore in his directional debut, which he also directed episodes of The Simpsons and Futurama, and the screenplay was written by Phil Johnston and Jennifer Lee from a story by Jim Reardon and Moore Johnston, and yeah, John Lasseter served as the executive producer of this film, and the voices cast stars John C. Reilly, Sarah Silverman, Jack McBrayer, and Jane Lean. And what's the film all about? Well, Ralph is tired of playing the role of the bad guy and embarks on a journey to become a video game hero, but Ralph accidentally lets loose a deadly enemy that threatens the entire arcade. And it premiered on October 29th, 2012, was received critical and commercial success, grossing $471 million against a budget of $165 million, and it's the first installment in the Wreck-It Ralph series with a sequel that came out last year. And what do I think about this film? Well, let's talk about the good. And this film has a very interesting visual look. Like a lot of Disney films of this, like especially post-Renaissance era, like they started to lose a certain look and appeal, but this one has an interesting look. I like that video game-esque look, of this film. Like you got some like arcade games, and we see Ralph explore these arcade games. Like there's this kind of like Halo-esque world, and the animation of that really looks like a video game. I feel like the animation team really were influenced by like Halo and Modern Warfare and all those other games, but my favorite looking game is definitely the Sugar Rush world. I don't know what it's called, but it's the world that Penelope kind of resides in, and it's very colorful and bright and it's very vibrant, and the sweets and the candy just look so delicious that you kind of want to eat them. I just freaking love it. Ralph and Penelope's relationship is so great. I absolutely love the voice of Sarah Silverman as Vanellope. Like she's this racer glitch, and like no one really respects her because she keeps glitching the games and all that, and yeah, it causes her to teleport erratically. I kind of like the effects of her glitching. It's really cool and all that. There's an interesting twist involving certain characters and a lot of very surprising reveals in this film. This is the Disney film that had a lot of like twists and turns, which I really liked and didn't see coming, to be honest with you. And yeah, like Ralph himself is really great. I do love the character. The writing of this film does have a very kind of like Looney Toony and Simpsons kind of like comedy-esque writing in a way, and it is kind of obviously it's obvious because the writer worked on episodes of The Simpsons. It does have that kind of style of like comedy in a way, which I think is not too bad. It's pretty cool, and I really am loving like Ralph's kind of like journey arc, into becoming like this type of hero-ish character, and I did like that little social group with all like the villains of the video game world. You had Dr. Eggman, and I thought that was really cool and funny, and yeah, like I there's an interesting enough some of like the characters, like the animation on some certain characters, like Felix Flex, like the world of Wreck-It Ralph's in, like I kind of like the animation. It has that stuttery look, like I feel like a lot of like these video game animation, like the style of animation works for the video game in a way. So like you have Pac-Man, it'd be like the Pac-Man-ish animation. If you had like certain like 8-bit video games, it would have that glitchy look to it, and I thought it was pretty cool, like how they worked in on that, but in all honesty, Wreck-It Ralph isn't one of the films that I will always go back to. Let's talk about the mix aspect. In terms of the mix, it doesn't really hold. It's a great film, don't get me wrong, but it's not one that will grab me as much. It doesn't have that rewatchable. It is rewatchable, but it's like I feel there are other Disney films that have a bit more of a edge to them. Maybe when it comes to my Disney films, I do like my musical. I'm a bit biased against that, like I guess maybe the lack of songs in this film is kind of a bit of a downer for me in a way. and it's just, I know there are other Disney films that don't have songs in it, but yeah, it's just, it's a great film, but it's not one that I will absolutely love and adore. It's just okay to me. I can't really say what I hate about it because there's nothing I really hate. It's just nice, you know. I guess it's not one of those films that just grabs you, you know. For that, I'm gonna give this film a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a B, A minus. Go check it out. It's really great. But thanks for watching, and as always, Boarded View signing out.